Okay, guys, went down to Harbor Freight and bought this little stand to help me strain my paint, so I didn't have to hold it. Um, it makes life a little bit easier. I was kind of propping it up and leaning it up before, and I just know that eventually it was going to fall over and make a big mess. So I went ahead and bought this little setup. Also bought me a little $9 Harbor Freight spray gun. I thought I'd give it a try. I just couldn't resist it because they were on sale. Um, you can see I'm using Eastwood paint as far as primers are concerned so far. That's what I've been purchasing. Um, I set my gun this time uh, at 40 psi and got my little football pattern out of it that they recommend when you watch other people's videos, and played around with it a little bit. I think I got it working much better than I did the time that I had all the runs. I think the fact that I had too little air pressure on it is what caused the runs. Caused the lower the air pressure you run, the more paint you get, and less atomization that comes out of it. And I kind of learned that the hard way. Had a ton of runs, had to go back and sand them all off. So it was a kind of an enlightening experience for me, to say the least. Anyways, I've got this thing going. It's set at 40. It's laying down pretty well. The mistakes I made this time, I seem to keep making my share of them, is I didn't tack it off with a tack cloth. So I had some dust under the paint that I painted over, and I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and wet sand it anyways, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get the little dust particles back out or smoothed off. And I'm probably going to put a couple more coats of epoxy primer on, just so that I get really good coverage before I go with my base coat. Also, all the practice that I can get with my gun would be a plus. As you can see, I realized it myself after watching myself paint that I need to work on my technique. I'm kind of all over the place. Probably because I'm having fun doing it instead of really thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't have my 50% coverage going on every lap like I should. Some places I do, some I don't. But I need to get better at that before I put the base coat on, because that's going to be my last shot at it, and I want to try to figure out what I'm doing. Also, I think if I had to do this project over again, I would really consider maybe taking the doors off, and so you can get the jams and all those hard to get to areas where your hinges are and all that a lot easier. I spent so much time getting these lined up with the fiberglass parts and everything the way they're supposed to be, that I really wanted to try to paint it with the doors on, and now I'm starting to wonder if it was worth it or not doing it that way. I think if I had to do it again, I think I would have just pulled them off and went with it. But at this point, I'm going to try to get in there, even if I have to load a little detail gun up or something to do it with. This is the passenger side. This is what it looked like when I got done. Actually, it came out. This is what it looked like when I got done. Actually, it didn't come out too bad. So all in all, I guess it wasn't too bad of a deal. So thanks for looking, guys.